Here's the story we're about to tell. It's about Noah, a kind-hearted boy who lives with his parents in this house. One day, Noah's parents had to travel for work, so they decided to leave him with his grandparents for a few days. Noah was feeling a little sad about being away from his parents for a few days, but he was excited to visit his grandparents' house. It had been a few months since he'd last seen them. On the drive there, he kept wondering what he could do during his time away from the city, his friends, and his parents. Noah traveled to his beloved grandparents' house, where they welcomed him with open arms and lots of love. Night came quickly. After dinner, Noah headed to his room, hoping to fall asleep soon since he was a bit tired from the hustle and bustle of the day. When Noah turned off the bedside lamps, he heard a strange noise. His curiosity got the best of him, so he got up to see what it was. He started looking around the house but found nothing. Then, he decided to venture into the forest near of the house. He took a few steps and, suddenly, saw a little boy short and looking like an elf, just like he had read about in fables and seen in movies. The little being, scared but determined to speak to him, introduced himself. "My name is Lucas. And about you, what's your name? I come from another place, called Telebria, and I really need your help, please." Noah felt a little scared, but he was brave, and something about the way Lucas spoke made him feel that everything he said was true. He felt in his heart that he could help. Noah grabbed his flashlight and shined it ahead, where he saw a portal glowing in the dark. Without hesitating, Noah took his new friend Lucas by the hand, and they stepped through the portal together. Lucas broke Noah's moment of awe and said, "The evil Morgoth has stolen the Stone of Balance, and if we don't recover it in a few hours, this entire land and its inhabitants will be enslaved." As Lucas was speaking, a man appeared wearing a blue cloak, with long hair and a beard. He introduced himself as Elliot the magician. He was also there, ready to fight and help save that beautiful land from evil. Beside him was a young warrior girl holding a bow and arrows. She introduced herself as Lyra. Without hesitation, they continued their journey through the swamp, where wicked creatures tried to block their path. Lyra drew her bow and arrows, and like an action movie heroine, she took down all the shadowy creatures with precision and skill. Noah turned on his flashlight, illuminating the path ahead. The swamp stretched far and wide, but the heroes pressed on, determined to reach the palace where the fearsome and evil Morgoth awaited. They weren't sure what challenges lay ahead, but they knew they had to fight for this land and its people. After walking through the swamp for what felt like ages, the first glimmers of a new landscape appeared on the horizon. The heroes decided to take a short rest. Curious, they asked Noah about the world he came from. Noah smiled and told his new friends, "In the land where I live, there is evil too, but in the end, good always wins. That's why we should never stop fighting for someone or something we love," Noah added with conviction. They continued along a new path, now surrounded by snowy, mountainous terrain. Suddenly, they all felt something different, as if something was signaling that they were nearing their destination. Noah pointed ahead, showing everyone where the Stone of Balance was. The group gathered to discuss their plan, how they would enter and retrieve the amulet that would save. Silently, the heroes pressed on, like soldiers marching to fulfill a mission that had been entrusted to them. Noah arrived and entered the castle, finding Morgoth as if he had been expecting him all along. Morgoth told him he would not give back the balance stone. Lucas and Lyria took advantage of Morgoth's distraction, moved toward the amulet, and seized it in perfect harmony. At the entrance of the room where everyone was gathered, Elliot was creating a barrier with his scepter to ensure no one else could enter, neither soldiers nor any other creature that might aid Morgoth in his sinister plan. And a battle is about to begin. Enoa, driven by a surge of courage, grabbed a spear and charged toward Morgoth, who stood about 20 paces away from him. Just as the spear was about to strike Morgoth, a sort of portal opened behind him, and he vanished. The adventure had ended with a happy conclusion. Lucas gifted Noah his pendant before he returned home, as a gesture of gratitude. And Noah returned to his grandparents' house. The world he had just left was truly very different. That night, Noah slept and dreamed of everything that had happened, wondering if such an adventure would ever happen again. The end. For now,